Hi, today we'll look at an Xbox Series X. Now this is a friend of me son-in-law's and his small child was moving it and now there's no picture. So if we flip it over, and I don't know if you can see just down the HDMI slot there we have some damaged pins. So what we need to do is take it apart, unsolder the HDMI connector and solder a new one on. So firstly, I'm just going to remove this little piece of plastic here. And it looks about a Torx T8, is it? Maybe? Maybe a T9. Actually, we'll try a T10, but I think a T10 will be too big. Yeah. I'll try a T9. Yeah, I think a T9. Right. And I believe there's another screw. Just under here. And we're in. Right. I think the first thing we need to do is remove this fan. I might have to remove those two screws as well. Right, so there's the fan out of the way. Let's put this to one side. Right. Now I think we'll have to remove this base. I think there's a little clip down here we have to jiggle. That's it. And that gives us access to some screws at this end now. Right. Another screw there. There's the disk drive out of the way now. Right, so this connector has a little metal tab that you lift up, like so. And then this cable should come out, like that. And this one, apparently there's a little thing you press down on the top. And then that one comes out. Right. And hopefully we should be able to remove the board from the inside there. Right, I'll just put this case to one side. Right, I think the next job is to try and remove the power supply. We'll undo these connectors and such first. I seem to have lots of various length screws. Remove this Wi-Fi board. Right, little power supply plug. Unplug there. Another power supply plug there, and one screw to come out here. And I think that should we'll get the power supply out of the way. Right, so put that to one side then. Right, so I guess we need to take this little board off. Okay. Now I think we'll have to take this metal cover off. And then we'll put them screws in there. Right. And get this rubber strap out of the way. So it looks like we've got a connector here. That needs to come off, and then hopefully we should be able to remove this board here. Right, so to release this connector, there's a little press tab, and then if we just wiggle it a little bit, there we go. Now hopefully we should be able to remove this board. And there we have it. Right, let's put that board to one side. Now, I should be able to get that bit to one side, and we'll get my first glimpse at the motherboard now. And there's the HDMI connector that we need to replace. So the next job is to remove this X clamp. Like so. And we'll put that to one side. And now we should be able to remove the motherboard. It'll probably just be stuck with some thermal paste and thermal pads. And there we go. Right. Now the next job is to remove the HDMI connector. Right, so I brought the microscope in. The first thing I want to do is apply some flux to the old HDMI connector. And then I'm going to apply some low melt solder to the pins. this should hopefully lower the melting temperature of those pins there. Now it doesn't matter that they're bridged together, so the next thing I want to do is flip the board over, and on the back side of it, on these holes here, there we go. Let's get that a bit more in focus. I'm going to apply some low melt solder to these as well. I'm going to apply some flux first. And we'll do the same with these other two. Nice. Now hopefully we can just heat this connector up now, and it should just drop off.
One eternity later.
Well, that took some getting off. Right. I'm going to put some of that low melt solder on here and see if it can see if it'll help clear these holes. Right, I think that looks okay. We'll clean that up now. Clean the other side up. Right. I don't know what that bit of stuff is there. There's a bit of, looks like plastic. I wonder if the HDMI connector's been like glued on or something. Because I know there's two plastic legs go in there, but that's a bit further forward, that one. I wonder if it doesn't seem to come off. Right. I'll put some leaded solder on these pins now, I think. Right, that looks okay. Alright, where's the new HDMI port? Right, so there's the new HDMI port. Now, I think I might use the microscope here. Right, I'm going to bring the microscope in again. So here I'm just testing that all the pins are solid and that they're all soldered correctly. And as Northridge Fix would say, we did an awesome job. Right, so that's all the pins on the HDMI connector soldered on. Now we just need to secure it on the back. Okay, put some flux on there first. Right, so before I put it back together, I'm going to clean off the old thermal paste and we'll put some new stuff on. I've got some MX4 I'm going to use to put back on here, so that came out a bit quicker than I expected. Right, I'm also going to clean it off the copper heatsink as well. I thought these were like pads, but it's more like a paste. Right, I shouldn't really need to put any on that because it should get it off the I should get it off this side, so alright then. So the first thing we want back on now is this X clamp. Now the question is, was this on any specific way? I think what I might do is just have a quick look back at the video and just check that we're putting it back on the same way that I took it off. Right, so the X clamp went on in this orientation with this F pointing away from the connector. Fairly sure that's the way that went. Actually has got SOC written on there, which is system on chip. So we'll presume that's what that is. Alright, next thing. was this part here. Right, so this metal plate to go on. I'll put this Wi-Fi board back on. So the next thing to go on is the power supply. It sits on like that. There's one screw to go in here. Right, so like this. Right, I know this medium size one right in here. I think these two long ones. And the power supply down here and here. Right, there's this Wi-Fi board to go on. Right, so did that one go in there? Nope. Went in there. Right, so the next thing, we had this rubber strap. Like that, I guess. Right, we're getting there slowly. So these two cables to go in now. I think that one's in. No, not quite. It's hard to tell if that one's all the way in or not. That's it. It went all the way in that time. Right. Now, which way does this base thing go on? That seems to be on now. And I think it's just the back to put on now. Right, ready for testing. Right. Right then, let's see. Right, there we go then. So, repairing an Xbox Series X, or replacing the HDMI port rather. Well, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you want to see more like it, please subscribe. Any comments or questions, please leave that in the comment section below. And as always, have a great day. Thanks for watching.